This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, 315. Man out.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Throwing is Wilson. Caught. It's Wilson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Now again, right side. Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hatchet, hatchet.
This is Carson. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Bang out.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Watch the run.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease. And on that play.
From the 24, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
It's a part of that. Go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Come on, D.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Let's go.
Now it's Carson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On third down, it's Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Block 54. Man. Show the 50. Hey, you block over here. Just check. Look again.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Week 5 for Aaron Jones, by the way, was a game for the ages at Dallas. 19 carries, 107 yards, 4 touchdowns. First Packer to run for 4 scores since Dorsey Levens 20 years ago, and the first player ever to run for 4 touchdowns against the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Get 300. Get 300. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Man, I got you. All right. He's checking it.
Here we go with Williams. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, 380. Push him back. Push him back. On
1st and 10, it's Wilson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down now, it's Carson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Alert flare, Go 14.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A gain of 4. It's now
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
65.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he finds Penny. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would have been.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
To throw is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This will be fielded at the 8. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Check Nick. Kelly. Don't left Kelly. Slam. 20. Check 25. Check 25.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Bravo. Mike 54. Danny. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. It's our time. It's our time.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, 60 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Mike 50. I'm coming, I'm coming.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Now on second and 16. Rodgers open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On third down, here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Any day.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
At the Seahawks 19-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Hey, Sue. I got it.
Throwing is Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, baby.
Geronimo Allison, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. The quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Mike 42. Here we go, D.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Again, it's Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Hey, echo.
Rodgers throwing here. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Rush in. Rush in.
This is Jones. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here, Mike. 57. Mike, 57. Watch it.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I smell fear. 26. Deuce. Inside.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
1st down, Packers.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
Check 13. Watch twist.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That's what I do.
Rodgers looking to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Check the backer.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Bobby Wagner in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4,